Hello there. Today we're doing another mail video, and it's a little soon after the last one, but there was just enough stuff that was sent to make it worth it, and I really need to have all of the packages open here coming up soon, so it just made sense to do another one. Although there is at least one thing that's a little close to what was sent last time, but we'll get into that when I have that open here. But for now, let's check out some really awesome things sent by some really awesome viewers. Now we're going to start out with the first package here from Robert in Issaquah, Washington. And this is one that I can't really easily show the label of because it's on a tube here. But this one is really interesting and was something I was very excited about when Robert reached out. So let's get this open. So there is more here than I realized, but oh my gosh, this is the main thing. Oh man. 1979 Computer Fair, Pacific Science Center, March 10th through 11th, Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is a poster from a 1979 computer festival. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It is a really nice, thick silk screen here too. This thing is awesome. I was really excited when Robert reached out to send this thing. So that is super duper cool. I have no idea if that PCB is real, actually. Looking at it, I don't know quite what it would do, and the staggered chips here are a little strange, so I don't know if there's anything that's actually like that, but it's a very interesting design for sure. Then there are some bonus things that were included. A Microsoft Windows version 3.0. That's not English. Programmavar for... I don't know what this is. My best guess is this is Dutch, maybe? It looks like that to me. I don't know it offhand though, but interesting. But a stained glass window artwork for Windows 3 there as a poster with a just surprising amount of white space for some reason. All right, now minor thing here. I had opened this package before because it got a little squished and one end got crushed in and the cap wasn't holding it on anymore. So I wanted to make sure that it was fine. And I'd seen this paper in there and I thought it was just some material related to the fair here because I hadn't read it yet. I wanted the surprise when I actually read this stuff. But this document appears to have actually been made by Rob and distressed intentionally to look like it came from the computer fair. That is amazing. I absolutely bought it without looking at it too closely the first time. That was really well done. Oh my gosh, that is a great letter there as well. So here are the copies of the flyers as well. Those are really cool. Do we have a particular 1978 there? Ooh, some basic listings there as well. That's an assembly listing, flow chart. So these are sequential pages, it looks like. Oh, okay. It's for this. Interesting. That's very cool. Thank you so much for sending all this, Rob. I actually have a handful of computer related posters that I keep meaning to get framed, so I'm probably gonna have to do some framing here pretty soon, so that'll be cool. Eventually get them set up somewhere. That'll be a lot of fun. All right, now we're gonna mix in a kind of weird one here that I've already opened and looked at. This comes from Jim in Oklahoma City, and this is, or I should say was, a Rex CPM for the TRS-80 Model 100. Now recently I made a video about refurbishing my TRS-80 Model 100 by putting new capacitors in it, and I did install the Rex CPM in there. I just haven't had a chance to actually use it yet, but I'm really looking forward to that at some point, and hopefully we'll make a video when I figure out how to get it going. So I am looking forward to that, but thank you so much, Jim, for sending that, and I'm really looking forward to checking that thing out. The next package comes from Ryan in Saco, Maine. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Oh, wow. Okay. A PCMCIA FireWire card. That is really cool and definitely an unusual one there. I'm guessing it must use built-in Windows 98 or XP drivers. Let's see, we got ME 2000, XP, and Mac. Ah, okay, I bet Mac was their bread and butter on that being FireWire. But very interesting there. Thank you for sending that. I don't think I have a single FireWire PCMCIA card, so that will actually be helpful. The next package comes from Dylan in New Prague, Minnesota. This one got a little bit beat up in transit, but I do know it's fine because I cheated and opened it already. But, you know, let's just pretend I didn't. And this is part of why it was fine. Used kind of as padding and packing material. That is a SLI cable. Ooh. Was just a lot of extra cables that they had. So these worked well for that. I don't know how to explain this, but I am eternally short on HDMI cables. So those are genuinely really helpful. And that is... Oh, wow. I don't think I own a single one of those. Okay, so that would actually be kind of helpful too. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting cables here. VGA, literally the cable I use the most out of any. That is a strange serial cable. Oh, a serial console cable for switches or something. That's handy to have. I'll have to figure out what the pinout is. Then we have two other things. I know what that is, so we're gonna do that last. This is, though, what is this? Oh, that's right. Okay. So this is going to go into a complicated thing, but this will actually be helpful still. So this, good grief, that's a lot. Holy moly. We have sticks of 16 gigabyte PCL 2800R. So this, I believe, will get me up to 128 gigs of RAM on the new server motherboard, and will be kind of in between speed-wise the new RAM and the old RAM. The new RAM was a lot faster, and I was thinking helped with the performance more than having more slow RAM. So this one is kind of split the difference. So that is probably the best way to go. So that is awesome. It's so much RAM. Oh my gosh. And then there is this, which is really interesting, but something I cannot immediately make use of. This is a CDI digital video cartridge. Now, my understanding of how the CDI works is not amazing. I am a pretty big video game console collector as well, actually. I don't really do videos on that stuff typically, but I have a lot of stuff. A CDI has not made its way into my collection yet, but it's definitely the kind of thing that I would like to get at some point. So I was very interested in this, and I believe this allows you to play a greater set of video games on here that have digital video encoded on them. I'm not exactly sure what this will be, but it might be VCD. The only VCD I own is actually Shaolin Soccer, imported from its native country in the original language. It's fantastic. So this might be able to play that. I don't know. I will have to look up more about how this works. I also don't know enough about CDI consoles to know, like, do they all have like somewhere to plug in this massive thing? It's not like a Neo Geo MVS. I mean, that's enormous. I don't know, but I am extremely appreciative of this because this definitely seems like one of those things that's just hard to find, and when you need it, you need it. This next one comes from 1010, who I don't think wanted a pin on the globe. so let's just get right into opening this. And interestingly, I think this is the box for the item as well. So I'm going to be extremely careful here because I think this is just the original, well, box. I had attempted to remove some of the tape directly, but the white layer of the box is very delicate. Yep, that is it. Oh my gosh, that's cool. So I am not hugely into these devices, but this one just kind of spoke to me, and I'm now really, really glad I did. These are some kind of modem? I'm not really sure what exactly it is we're looking at or what these are, but there's two things about these that are interesting. One, they're so complete, they're strange, and they're also kind of compact Mac width. Let me just go grab one and we'll find out. Okay, so here is a Mac SE30, and I think if I take this and we put this on there, yeah, that is absolutely Mac width. It was a thing to make accessories work as a stand for the Mac at this time. So I've never seen a modem meant to fit in there like that, so that's kind of awesome to see. That is really cool and very unusual. So yeah, and the other one, you know, just for giggles, we'll just pop that there. It's a little bit wider, that one. It's also, I don't know why this one's just like white and then this one is gray, and I'm pretty sure that's not yellowed. I think that one just is actually gray. They're kind of designed differently too, but yeah, that is really cool. In here, we also have documentation, Datacom for Business, LL Plus modems, plural. I don't know, maybe this was like a sample kit of two different kinds of modems. I'm really not sure. Work most applications right out of the box. Yeah, so we have this, which is the top one here, the white one. The LCD display, which is hilarious. Way overkill. Wonder if it shows like what phone number you're dialing and stuff. Maybe this box is only for the white one and the beige one was just kind of included. We have a probably null modem adapter. Oh, that big weird DIN connector is the power supply. Good to know. Okay. Well, that is really weird and cool. Thank you so much for sending that. This next package comes from Joshua in Beaufort, South Carolina. Oh, man. That is so exciting. This is another HP ThinkJet. But what's so special about this one? It's the serial model. Finally. Also, I think this might be a later revision than the other ones. It's kind of weird. It has different options up here, and the colors are kind of different. Let me just go grab all of the other ones because we finally have all of them to compare against each other. Oh my gosh. That is so awesome. So I believe this, I've lost track of which is which here. Here we have the parallel interface one. Okay, so this one has my ink cartridge that I am currently using in it. The printout you'll see at the end of the video will be most likely printed with this one or this one now, actually, because serial should be a lot easier to use than parallel for the way that I use this stuff, so that'll be nice. But we can see a couple of differences between the two. Oh, let me cover the rest here. So this is the HPIB version. So this is GPIB. This is meant for all of HP's fancy pants computers that they made. And then this is the HPIL one here. So this is meant for their calculators and things like the HP 75B. So that one also has a battery built in so that it can operate on the go, which is, you know, a portable printer. just totally normal things. Well, actually, I have done a video on a portable battery-powered printer before, haven't I? But this one here, oh man, the serial one. Yeah, so I can definitely tell there are so many differences here. Let me grab the parallel one to compare. So right off the bat, the acrylic panel is different. The two ridges that are here on this one don't exist on this one, so it's a little clearer. It's also less scuffed. I'm not sure about this tape. I am gonna remove this, but I think this may not have ever been used. I don't know. We'll see. There should be, whoa, I'm seeing the rollers through the window now. I don't think this has ever been used. Oh my gosh. Look at those. Oh, wow, those are perfect. Yeah, so I'm guessing this has never, ever been used. There's no dust. There's nothing inside of there. There is no wipe for the cartridge. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, nope, it's definitely been used. There is a telltale sign that all of these have, unfortunately. So getting in there, yeah, I can see there is ink on the ribbon cable, so it has been used. Hopefully that's not a problem. So far I haven't had any of these fail because of that, but it's felt close at times, so I might have to clean that up. But yes, it has definitely been used. It's just in absolutely fantastic condition. Now, one of the other differences I noticed here is the reset button here is unlabeled, and on this one, it appears to indicate two different font thicknesses. So that's interesting. I don't know what that means. I'm presuming these use the exact same ink cartridge, because this almost looks like the difference between what the print normally looks like and like a higher resolution print. So I don't know if there's a different cartridge for this that this uses, and then you press this when you change it out or not. So that's interesting. Maybe it just double prints. I don't know. Beyond that, though, will be the very definitely different thing. This thing is way lighter, by the way, of the serial port here. Also, this uses an external 12-volt power supply, or 9-volt AC power supply. I guess that's weird. That's part of why it's so much lighter. This has integrated transformer and 110 input. So yeah, this would definitely be lighter. Probably fully revised circuit board in here. I think I see that mounted directly to the main board. I think on the other ones there might be like a module board that sits up here. It's been a little while since I opened it, but yeah, this is definitely so awesome. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using Serial for this, because being able to directly control all of the motion with just a standard serial interface cable is going to be so much easier. No matter what I do, USB parallel interfaces are just terrible. And I always do the printouts from a modern computer because transferring files all the time is just miserable. So yeah, this is going to be awesome. Thank you again for sending it. It's really going to be very helpful. And this is the last package we'll be opening today from Peter in Grand Ledge, Michigan. Towels. That's not a bad packing solution at all. That will definitely work well. As well as putting everything in a plastic storage bin. That will definitely help too. This has got to be one of the most secure packages I have ever been sent. Okay, there are a few things all individually wrapped here, so we're gonna get all of them apart for now. So this is the main thing here. Oh man. That is an HP 48GX. Oh, wow. Oh, try to recover memory. For the sake of the former owner, I'm going to go with no here. Okay. So if you don't know what this is an HP stack-based RPN graphing calculator. This is probably the ultimate HP calculator. It's got 128K of RAM. Oh man, that's incredible. So a very quick demonstration here. We can do 5 and then enter, and then 2, and then we have 5 in the first stack entry here. We have 2 in our current stack. We can hit multiply and we'll get 10 in our first stack. Oh man, this thing is amazing. But this is just like the tip of the iceberg. This thing is so much more than a calculator. So you can do math on it, yeah, but we have so much other documentation and books, like books on how to use this thing. Here is a whole third-party book on how to write graphics on here. I mean, the stuff that you can do with these, well, I mean, okay, you're not doing that. I would believe that. I think I saw a pretty good graphic demonstration here. So there's that. 3D map views. Good grief. This is a very, very powerful calculator. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. And I love that it uses AAA. So it's just a normal one of these. Dude, so many of these HP calculators use like weird batteries. So let's just have one that's normal. Advanced User's Reference Guide. You thought the first book was big. They got another one that's like, okay, now that you know what buttons are, you can use this to actually program this thing. Oh man, that's amazing. One of the other interesting things, there is a header port right here, and this is a serial cable that allows you to interface this with a computer, and that's what this is. This is a floppy disk with the drivers for connecting this to a DOS system. Now, I'm curious here, something I've shown in a video in the past. I have this, which might be the same as that. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. It's been a little while since I've looked in here. So this is for the 48SX, which I believe is similar but different. So we have a blue floppy disk with drivers and a 5 1/4 inch 360K disk, I believe here. We have just accessories stuff here. No manual like that, but wow, have I even opened this before? I'm not sure that I have. I'm gonna go ahead and nab that. I think the cable is identical. Yeah. These are the same cable. So I could probably also use, yep, that to, oh my gosh, finally something I can use this with. I bought this at a Goodwill, I guess only 2 years ago. It felt like a lot longer. But yeah, that's cool to have something to go with this. Actually, I should take this out and put it in a bag. I can see the cable starting to turn to goo from touching the PET. But yeah, this is an absolutely phenomenal calculator. This is going to be my go-to nearby at the ready calculator for now, for sure. Thank you so much for sending this, Peter. This thing is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know it. And that's it for the things that I'll be opening. I did say that last thing was the last thing I'll be opening on camera, but it's not the last thing. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Whew. This comes from Jordan in Cincinnati, Ohio, at Storage Review. This is a Gigabyte 272Z32 NVMe storage server. Now, pretty much everything up here is unpopulated, but these are U.2 NVMe storage base. 2 of these drives are included, as well as a single PCIe NVMe drive that's back here. And the rest of this is empty. Now, this is also an EPYC 7742. Not a bad CPU, but you might be asking, didn't you just build your server over again? To which I say, yeah. And I wasn't expecting this to happen either. So I want to make it clear, I'm still very appreciative of Kevin, who sent the other server motherboard. That old server is not going anywhere. This machine's really a whole other kind of animal. I mean, for one, it's a 2U half-height case, so I can't exactly put a GPU in there. Okay, that's not true. I have Jimmy in Surprise, Arizona to thank for this, because this machine has a low-profile 4060 in it. All right, so this is where this all gets really weird. So this is an EPYC processor with a 40 series graphics card in here. This thing must be smoking fast, right? I mean, it is in the right workload. It absolutely trounces the old server, but not in all of them. The 4060 low profile card here has half the bandwidth of the 2070 that's in the other machine, and it actually performs about the same with DaVinci Resolve rendering. So now you might be just shaking your head, wondering what on earth is going on here. And there is more stuff going on in the background that has to do with this server that I'll get into later. There will probably be another video about this thing coming up soon, and I'll just give you a hint. It's very, very loud. Now, I do have an actual plan going forward for this machine as well as the old server, because there are benefits to both of them that make them work even better in tandem. But that's gonna be a ways out because I still have a lot to do to build this thing up to be able to do what I want with it. So for now, it's not going to get put into service just yet. So we'll see how this goes with the work that I'm gonna do with it in the coming future. Well, that's it for this mail video. There have been some absolutely amazing items here. I'm extremely appreciative of it. To everyone who sent something, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot to me. But that is going to be it for today. So if you enjoyed this video, you may want to subscribe to be notified when I release another one. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon. But for now, that's it, and I will see you next time.